Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Devin Haney and George Kambosos will fight again. I've just read this. Okay, what do I think about this? Well, I did a video about Devin Haney sort of saying how much credit he deserved for, going to Australia and signing a 2-fight deal, and both the fights were going to take place in Australia. The rematch will be in Australia. And I've got nothing but respect for Haney. He really gave Kambosos everything that Kambosos' team asked for. And he deserves a lot of credit for having the bottle to go all that way. And he put on a great performance in the first fight. Wasn't the most exciting of fights though, was it? Let's be honest. So if you look at the first fight, I've got to be honest, I was disappointed in Cambodia, and I hate saying that, because his victory over Lopez last year was my favourite fight. I think it was the best performance by any fighter. And he went into that fight knowing that he had to walk through fire to win. And in the rematch, I got the feeling that either subconsciously or consciously, probably subconsciously, he didn't have that same fire. He didn't have that same burning desire, that same almost manic obsessiveness. And he talked a great fight in the build-up to the first Haney fight. And he said the right things, but it seemed a little bit forced with the benefit of hindsight. By the way, I speak as someone who picked Kambosos to win a tough fight, because I thought he would have that same sort of verve and determination, and especially in his own country, in front of his own people. But sometimes you get to that mountaintop, it takes a very, very special type of person in any walk of life, when they get to the mountaintop, to maintain that that same mentality, that same psychological desperation almost. And Marvin Hagler had it. He always said, I fight like a challenger. I don't fight like I'm the champ. And as many people have pointed out, once the opening bell goes, the belts go up in the air. No one's a champion. They're there to be won. You know what I mean? I just thought Kambosos, with the benefit of hindsight, I predicted that Kambosos would win, and clearly he didn't. He lost a very wide decision. Well, actually, I had it 116 to Haney, which a lot of people say, no, that's too close. But some people they give him every round. I don't agree. But at the same time, it was a dominant performance by Haney in Kambosos' home country. So you've got to ask yourself, well, first of all, what can Kambosos do differently? Because Haney appeared to be totally comfortable throughout the whole fight, and Kambosos didn't seem to have a plan B. That was the disturbing thing. He didn't seem to know what to do with Haney. He didn't seem at all comfortable coming forward and letting his hands go. He did it in very, very little, small pockets, but I got to be honest, I was disappointed in Kambosos. And Haney he barely got out of second or third gear. Now, apart from the disappointment and the lack of variety in Kambosos' work, and the question, the big question mark hanging over him in the rematch, can he do anything differently? You've also got to ask, well, how are they going to sell this fight? Because it was, one-sided. I just don't get how they're going to sell this as a competitive fight. Kambosos is already saying, I'm coming back. Straight after the first fight, he was like, well, I never protected my zero. I'm prepared to fight anyone. I've always said that I want to fight the best. That's laudable. But are the public going to buy it? Are the public going to say, oh yeah, well, he had an off night, and where's the evidence for that? It looked to me like Haney just outclassed him, to be honest with you. And that even if Kambosos raised his game 2 or 3 levels, Haney could raise his the same. The only question is, can Haney make the 135 limit comfortably? That'd be interesting to see. Maybe, well, of course, Kambosos was the one that failed the weight in the first fight, but which again, maybe that leads towards the belief that he didn't quite have that same intensity that he had in the first fight. So I'm not sure how they're going to sell this. But then I don't know. I don't live in Australia. I've never been to Australia. Maybe he's a big shout in Australia. Maybe he can sell out a rematch. Maybe the fact that he's coming back is an even bigger selling point. I don't know. I don't know what the sort of dynamic is, how he's viewed in Australia. If you are Australian, tell me about George Kambosos. How popular is he? Is he a household name now? Will he sell out an arena as a comeback kid? You tell me. I don't know. But leave your thoughts below. Interesting that they're going to fight again. But do the public really want it? I'm not so sure. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe to this channel. It takes a second to hit that subscribe button. Like the video. You know the drill. Good stuff. Thanks for watching. Speak soon. Bye for now.